Hello, train lovers, rail fans, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Oops. There we go. We're here. Gonna move an industry. Waiting for my Railroads Online Extended app to initiate and attach. There it is. So, I gotta make a video about this. So I moved, as you know, this is my map with I moved all the industries, okay? All but 3. The mines and the smelter are still in the same place. Everything used to be on this side of the map, now it's all on this side of the map. I call it the HK map, named it after myself. It's something I don't usually do, but I did it anyway. Anyway, this is the old coal mine, this is there, the oil field. This is the freight depot in a little city. It's the logging camp, which is on a very, very high mountain. As you can see, it's about 600 feet up. So it's up there. The big 6% switchback to get up there, which is awesome to drive. Refinery is here. My sawmill and the ironworks is here. This was an old freight yard from something else. Just left it on the map. Anyway, back to the game. I put the sawmill here, and it's a little bit higher than I want it to be. So I think I put... just want to get it down a little bit. Like this right here, see it's off the ground. And what the main thing is... okay guys, break time. Stop the sawmill. This right here. So I'm put the logs are supposed to be floating in the river. They're not touching the river, and that bothers me a little bit, so I'm going to lower this whole thing. How do you do that? I'm going to show you. And I have videos how to place industries in different locations. I think I've videoed almost the whole thing of me moving these industries. But if you click on the tutorials section, it will give you a brief description how to do this. So, what we're going to do, you know, I should have done this before I came over here. What we got to do is we got to quit the game. I've saved the game, so I spawn back here. Got to go to our browser and open up hext.it. And we're going to open that file, which is my slot 9. We're going to search for industry location array. Just like that. Not industry. Industry. I didn't spell it right. Or maybe because I'm using caps. In industry location array. Hooray! There it is. No caps. Okay. So pretty much all these right here, I would say all the way up to about here, those are all your industries. 03, 07, 02, 09, OE, OA is a firewood depot. These are all your industries. And it happens above the industry location array. Don't ask me what all these numbers mean. I don't know. I just know the 03, 07, 05. Now, I do need to bring up this post. I always go back to this post. This was Ian 76 from Minisburg who figured this out. So this little chart right here, I want to screenshot that. Screenshot it. So here's the industry location array, and then here's all these numbers here, which equals all these. So our sawmill, which is 02, that's what we want to change. We got to find 02 in here. This is the 02. We're going to change that. It's not O, it's 0. 0A. We're going to change it to 0A. We're going to save as slot 9. And before I swap it out, I always take this and I back it up in a different folder. I also have it backed up in Minisburg, Minisvag. Place that, and I also have it on my Discord server as well. Okay. Downloads, move it into the save games. Now I'm going to restart the game. That should be back to a firewood depot. So you don't need, I'll just pause this until I get back into the game. Okay, the game started, we're back in the game. So this is the firewood depot. Now, the last thing we want to do is delete this. We need to install RROx extended for this either. What makes it easier sometimes when you're flying. Oh, I lost all my logs? Yeah, that's alright. That's the least of my problems. So basically I want to get about a foot lower than it was. So right there, maybe up a little more. Right about there. The trick is going to be right now getting it in the exact same location, but just a foot lower. That's going to be the trick. Okay, just putting this up here. I don't know. So I have a place to look at it. Okay, I need to extend this out a little bit. That might be too low. It might be lower than I want it to go. That's lower than I want it to go. So we got to build this up a little bit more. Problems is the bottom of those beams do not place directly on the ground there. So you just got to keep messing with it. Sorry, second. See how my groundwork is now touching this firewood depot, right? But if I try to place a new one, it's not going to go the same height. Hopefully that beam on the side is like a 2x12. And I would say right there. That should be a foot lower than what it was. Now we have to very gingerly not delete the wrong one. I deleted the wrong one. Right? I had it so good too. Left and right, I'm not worried about too much. It's lining up the tracks again. So that's slightly closer, but it should still work. I'm gonna get it. I want to be spot on. Of course, now the upper one deleted. I think we're good. I think it's going to be fine. If anything, I have to move the track or something. I can't even tell. Yep. Okay. So now, best if your groundwork is long enough, you won't have the problem where when this changes back into a facility, a sawmill, the groundwork won't be stuck inside the middle of the sawmill. Usually I leave the groundwork there as a reference, but we already know that this is going to work, I think. Alright, so I'm going to save the game, and wait, let's show you what we're doing. We're going to quit the game, we're going to save the game, save game, leave. Then we're going to open that file again. Do the search. Now, this one, so before this, you have, before this highlighted green section, you have these sets of zeros with the 16, and then you have these zeros with the OA. This is the last facility you placed. They all go in order. So this is the one I have to change back to 02, a sawmill. 02. You know, if you can mess with this, make sure you back up whatever it is you have. And who's to say in the future that this is not going to screw with something in the game? So this is all do at your own risk. Of course, the devs do not support this. They also, I don't think they oppose it. I know they don't oppose third-party tools. Let's replace this because I have one backed up already. And then I'm going to restart the game. I'll pause it while it's loading. Alright, I loaded it back in the game. I don't have logs here, so I can't see how they're touching the water. But one little issue was it's not at the same angle as it was. You can see here my platforms are off. I had it perfect before. I mean, I could just, whatever, I could delete all this lower it down. But what I really need to do is add some logs. So what I'm going to do for that, is go to mini Zerg. Let's see, let's get rid of these here. I got too many things open. Now I gotta upload this one. Not making it public yet because I want to make sure it's good before I make it public. The off chance that someone's going to download it. Sometimes you have to reset it. So I'm going to come over here and edit industries. The sawmill is going to be the last one because that's the last industry I did. So I'm going to put 50 logs there. And I'm going to download it. Rename it to my slot 9. Put it back in here. I do have to exit the game, I think, before swapping it out. Place the file. And now I have to load the game in. Be right back. Alright, so load it back in. And this is where we're at. These are just touching the water. And that's what I was shooting for. That is the exact height I was shooting for, because I knew any lower than that would be too low. So these platforms should still work at the height they're at. I just have to... I don't even have to, but just for aesthetics, I'll probably realign that track. Delete all this and then realign that. And we no longer see the tracks that are in the yard here. They're under the ground. They might be over here. Probably if I deleted this groundwork, you'd see it. It would only be partially sticking out. Now this appears like it's on the ground. I think this is good. I mean, the log should be like half in the water to be realistic, but then that would make this whole thing just too low. So at least they're touching the water now. They're floaty logs. This one's half in the water. Whatever. It's better than having them underground where you don't even see them at all. I edited 50 in there. I think that's about what I had. Something like that. There it is. That's how I did it. Hope this video helps. Thanks for watching.